Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Let's see some of the numbers here for Drew Holiday.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Jarris Walker out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Jones. And it's Huff in at the 5 spot. And for the Trailblazers, on the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Avdija out there with Holiday, and it's Grant in at the small forward position. And Greg, we don't expect the pace to be fast tonight. These teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court.
And Holiday has it in the corner. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Now, Nembhard. Pass to Siakam. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Siakam's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Pacers.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
Klingon finds Holiday. Now, here's Avdija. His last outing, he had 18 points, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open.
Indiana moving it around. Siakam's shot is off.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Kamara. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot goes down.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Klingon. And Holiday kicks to Avdija. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Avdija's got 6 points.
Yeah, he is solid from deep. Can't give Avdija too much of a window.
Here's Siakam. Puts up a 3. Avdija with the rebound. For Portland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Holiday, the pass to Grant. Pass to Kamara. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The shot by Holiday, no good. Walker in the post. He's covered by Grant. It's good.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
Nembhard against Holiday. Grant surveying the D. Here's Avdija. And a miss there on the triple. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Pacers. Trailing by 2. A shot by Nembhard and nobody around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and Coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't bite on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Grant, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. And the dunk by Grant.
What an explosive athlete. Grant playing well above the rim.
And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times had passed, their seats had grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
And here's Holiday following the three-pointer by Siakam. Here's Klingon outside Avdija. Good D by Siakam.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Inside, Klingon, and it's Klingon with the jam.
You can't teach size, right? Klingon is already one of the bigger guys in this league, and you can see him adding another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle.
Now, here's Walker. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Pass to Kamare. Back to Avdija. Outside Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
The first thing that comes up when you think of Drew Holiday, defense. He's probably the best perimeter defender of his generation. He can guard multiple positions and gives full effort every night.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. All free throws good from Holiday.
Well, if you ask a coach, what do you want out of your players? The answer is often effort, ability, and selflessness. Drew Holiday has all of those and more.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Murray finds Williams to the wing right side. Williams sets a screen for Love. Floats it up for Williams. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. We'll be topping out there with Brown. And there's Jackson, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Shepard in at the 3. McConnell passes to Shepard. Back to McConnell. Pass to Toppin. Oh, good on the triple.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Murray kicks to Love. Here's Henderson. That's in there. Love with the assist. Henderson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Toppin, no one around him. Oh, good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, Henderson's vision continues to improve. He's quick to spot those openings and make passes.
No question, Scoot Henderson has excelled from a very early age.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think it was tough on Scoot Henderson when he first came in the league. The expectations were so high, and we didn't absolutely dominate early. People got down on him, but this is a really talented guy. If we just give him a little time, he's going to be one of the best guards in this league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Siakam is checked in for Brown. Jarris Walker comes in for Shepard. And Jones subbed in for Jackson.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Love against McConnell. Love the pass to Avdija. Here's Kamare. Good on the triple. Kamare's got 5 now.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Grant kicks to Avdija. Pass to Kamare. Stolen by Walker. Down low. And Toppin throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greggy lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
The Pacers making a change here. Huff's jacked in. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Here's Siakam. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. 11 points in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Toppin. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Portland. They've led by as many as 11 points. To the middle. Outside, Avdija. Here's Klingon. Pass to Kamare. Grant outside. Driving to the basket. And he banks in the layup. Grant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Showing some toughness on the attack. I like whenever Grant uses his athleticism and strength to his advantage.
Nembhard for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
There's a screen by Kamara. Outside Holiday. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
What an answer from Holiday. He's definitely a threat from beyond the arc when he's motivated like that.
And the foul called on Toumani Camara. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Nembhard. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Hey, Greg, after 2 seasons in Milwaukee, how about Damian Lillard going back to the Blazers roster even as he works his way back from the Achilles?
And in the meantime, he gets to watch this relatively young group compete. Their activity and defensive edge should pair nicely with his offensive brilliance next season.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Avdija with the rebound.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Lays it up off the glass. And now a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, that was a great trip down the floor. Avdija is a dangerous player around the rim.
Huff passes to Siakam. Indiana moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Pass to Huff. Takes the three. Good on the three-point shot. Huff's got 5 points so far.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Avdija. And finished off by Avdija.
Great hops. Avdija got way up there.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Nembhard with it. Pass to Jones. Here's Walker. Here's Siakam. Count that one. Siakam's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The previous play is under review.
Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so we conclude the first half. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 9. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Portland Trailblazers.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Yeah, they came in with the right approach, and the execution, spectacular. And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Kings matchup, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus. We're going to have to keep a tally of the predictions by you two. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Deni Avdija.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. You'll see Grant and Kamara playing it forward. Holiday out there with Deni Avdija. And it's Klingon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up here.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Look, over the last few seasons, we've seen Avdija become more comfortable playing through contact.
The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Well, listen, Deni Avdija is a key piece of this offense. He's got size at 6'9". He can shoot it, has really good passing numbers, and the best part, he's still improving.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Portland Trailblazers in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West, but acquiring young, talented players like Deni Avdija is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." Back over to you.
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Portland leading by 10. And as his career has progressed, Dan, Jeremy Grant becoming a more offensively focused player.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. I think that Jeremy Grant's one of those guys that got his early playing time in the league with defense, energy, and effort. And as he got more playing time, that allowed him to develop his offensive skills. And now he is a very good scorer on top of what he gives you on the defensive end.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
To the inside. Here's Klingon. It's blocked. Here's Jones. Outside, Walker. Back to Jones. For 3, Siakam. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Siakam's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. On the wing, Murray. There's a good screen from deep three-point land. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 6th rebound on the night. Nembhard the pass to Walker. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Back to Avdija. A fadeaway. Unable to get that one.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Nembhard for 3. Drills it from outside. Nembhard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Klingon the screen for Holiday. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Jones. That one doesn't drop. Avdija with the defensive effort. To the paint, here's Grant, and Grant slams it home.
Well, if you're a fan of Jeremy Grant, that's what you love to see. Phenomenal throwdown.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Pacers trail by 8. It's Nembhard on the wing. 9 points in the game so far, and that one is good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Love check in for the Trailblazers. And Indiana with a change here too. Toppin's checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Grant outside. Love kicks to Holiday. Grant with the screen on Nembhard. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, that's a nicely run set. Grant caps it off. He can do a lot of different things for you.
Pacers trail by 8. Outside, Jones. Walker in the corner. Walker with his screen for Jones. And again, it's Indiana converting.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Murray dishes to Love. Nembhard against Holiday. 5 on the clock. And no good. For Indiana, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And Toppin throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Grant outside. Murray scanning the floor. Over Walker. Murray, no good. Pacers trail by 4. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Shepard's checked in for the Pacers. There's 48 seconds left in the third. And here's Holiday. He has 5. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And what a setup for Klingon, who just has to reach up to throw down that lob.
And so it's Indiana with it. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Indiana moving the ball around. Outside, Jones. For the 3. The rebound by Holiday.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Grant sets a screen for Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. The Pacers making a switch here. Both free throws good from Holiday. Here's Siakam. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good...
The previous play is under review.
Questions now.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Trailblazers lead by 9. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, it's all about physical. It's all about physical. Make sure we're running back. Touch somebody.
Pleading for his team, Greg, to be more physical and aggressive.
It's something we hear often from Coach Carlisle, urging his team to play tough and physical.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court right now for the Pacers, we've got Shepard. Siakam is out there with Obi Toppin. And there's Jackson, and it's McConnell in at the point guard position. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
Well, a throwback big. Williams almost exclusively operates around the hoop.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Siakam. Pass to Sissoko. Outside, Avdija. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline to the inside. Takes it out to Siakam. Off target from three-point range. Bounce pass, Avdija. Here's Sissoko. Over Shepard. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Siakam outside. over Williams. Williams with the block.
Well, this is the kind of defender Williams is. Aggressive and ready to go after block.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Klingen's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Huff's checked in. Outside, Avdija. Pass to Sissoko. Out left to the wing. Back to Love. Murray finds Love. Here's Sissoko. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Siakam. Love the pass to Avdija. That ball, 3 assists by Love. Love's got 3 assists now in this one.
Turning it up, Avdija making his presence felt, scoring a bunch of points. Bravo, Deni.
Here's McConnell. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And some changes here for the Pacers. Cherish Walker, he's checked in for Shepard. Jones comes in for Jackson. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. It's stolen by Nembhard. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And Indiana making a change here. Toppin's checked in. Pacers trail by 6. Nembhard the pass to Siakam. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Up and in on the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Holiday outside. Grant on the wing. Guarded by Walker. Pocket 6. Take the 3. And there's the 3.
Quick trigger from Avdija. He anticipated the pass and drilled the jet.
Here's Siakam. Outside, Nembhard. Outside, Siakam. 17-foot shot away. Yeah, count it.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
Here's Holiday. Grant outside.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
Avdija outside. Shoots the 3. He drills the 3.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And with Siakam, it's been fun to watch his post-game development. He's got a host of moves in the paint.
For the Pacers, Pascal Siakam. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
Siakam hits them both.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Avdija on the wing. Defended by Jones. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now Siakam. Please hit in off the window.
And right now, Siakam is cooking. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep feeding the hot hand.
Avdija outside. Launches it. The three goes down.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Klingon with the block.
And at 7'2", Klingon is a huge shot-blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
The Pacers making a switch here. Buffs jacked in. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Now Holiday. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Siakam.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And delivering in the clutch, Siakam with zero fear, wanting the ball when it matters most.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Drew Holiday. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
And the Pacers call time here. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jones outside. And he does not hit. And Portland with the ball. Now Grant. Off the glass.
And it's just competing. And, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Avdija. It's good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Deni Avdija.